work with the boss and work with people and be around people and be, and have great relationships. Well, I've done that. And I wanted to be in the game of basketball my whole life. I didn't want to do anything else but be in the game. And everybody told me I was too short, too fat, too ugly to be in basketball. They were right on three. All right? I'm short, fat, and ugly. But you know what? I distanced myself from that. And I wanted to make sure I got to a level I wanted to get to. And I'm very lucky and fortunate to be here. All right? I'm grateful for everything that's ever given to me, my mother and father. I'm having friends that, like Mike said, most of my friends that I have around me are guys who tell me exactly the truth. They don't BS me. They don't tell me, I'm doing a great job when I'm not doing a great job. I want to get evaluated 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to become the best person I can be. I'm a father. I'm a husband. I'm a basketball coach. There's only about 120 people who get to do what I do on a daily basis and get paid for it. And I'm very grateful for that. At the NBA level, we get guys that are the best of the best. All right? The best of the best. Obviously players like Dirk Nowitzki, Dirk's great. He's at a high-level player, but he's never in the back of the room. Whenever we have film sessions, he's always in front. Talking to a coach, he always gives me the guy. Shake his hand, always shakes his hand, says thank you. He's a professional. Mental toughness is what separates players that are really good college players and good NBA players. All right? There's a big difference, and that's mental toughness. Are you coaching? All right? Do you work hard? Working hard is the easy part. Getting in the gym 8 hours a day or 7 hours a day, or however, that's easy. All right? There's about 10,000 kids across the country just like you that will do that in a heartbeat to get to a higher level of basketball. It doesn't matter if it's high school, college, professional. But it's the other things, the intangibles that separate those 10,000. All right? Are you a good teammate? All right? Do you clap for other people, when you're out of the game? All right? Do you sulk when the coach takes you out? All right? Do you clap for your teammates when they do well? Do you encourage them? Are you the first guy out of a timeout to shake the guy's hand when he's doing well and encourage? All right? Do teammates like you, period? Are you selfish? Okay? Are you coachable? Do you wave a coach off when you said something you don't want to hear? All right? Do you roll your eyes and sulk when he takes you out of the game? Those are all things that we look at. You have no idea how many players we turn down. Players that are all-star caliber players that we decide as a free agent or draft in the NBA draft that our coaching staff and our scouts and our owner says, no way. Attitude came back. Can't be coached. Bad attitude. Bad guys that he associates himself with. All right? Bad friends. Gets in trouble all the time. Coaches hate him. Players hate him. When we do background checks on every new player, when we want to draft, we go all the way back to his 5th grade teacher. All right? We go back to his junior high teacher, his junior high coach, his AAU coach, his high school opponents. What kind of guy was that guy? All right? We have background checks done. Does he get in trouble? All right? Does he break the law? All those things you get evaluated for. At this stage of your life, 7th, 8th, 9th grade, here's where you start molding what kind of person you are, what kind of player you are, what level you can play at. You start molding in that. Because when you get older in life, it's really hard to change who you are. All right? If you're a guy who doesn't like to listen to people and likes to talk and fool around and never take anything serious, at this stage you can correct it. At age 18, 19, 20, it's really hard to start correcting that stuff. If you start hanging out with bad guys and you like hanging out with guys that get in trouble with the law, right? And you continue to do that, when you get older, that's what you're going to do. And it's going to affect not only your basketball life, but it's going to affect your everyday life. And you have no idea how many players that we talk to when they get ready for the draft, or McDonald's All-American in high school, everyone felt how great they were, they never wanted to work for the game, and then they come out of school, we work them out, and they have no chance of being drafted, but we work them out to see how good they are. And then we sit them in a room and say, what do you think you regret so much out of your career? Why did you go back? He goes, 9 times out of 10, it's the same thing. I listened to the wrong people. Everybody told me how good I was. Nobody in my crew of people wanted to tell me what kind of that I was messing up off the court, that I should have been going to class, that I should have been working hard on my game. They just wanted to stay in my circle, so they told me everything I wanted to hear. And I didn't work on my game enough. I didn't define my game. I didn't work on my skills like you guys are working on this game. I didn't work on my ball handling enough. I didn't work on my shooting tells them the truth, and they don't want to hear it. When coaches say, hey, you need to be working your ball handling, and you just like, you do this, you don't even look them in the eye, and you wave them off. They're really trying to help you. Why would, I've never met a coach who wanted to lose you. If they're talking to you and saying, hey, you need to get better at your ball handling, you can't play for me, well, they're not just saying it to say it. They're saying it because they need you to do that, or they're going to find somebody who's going to get there, and replace you. And that's the thing that I understand. Everybody in this room is replacing. On your basketball teams, on your AAU teams, on your youth teams, everybody here is replacing. You can't do it, they'll find somebody who can. Especially at our level. It's just so cutthroat like that. But in college and high school, they just find people that are better than you. And you might be like this much better than another guy, but you're paid to deal with. You come late to practice, you fool around, you get back grades. 9 times out of 10, a coach would rather a guy that's not as talented as you, but don't really have to worry about you. Life is about mental toughness. There's no excuses. Right now, everybody, like, you don't do your homework assignment. Teachers are like, come on, man, you gotta get that homework assignment. I don't want you to fail. Well, you'll go through that for a while in life. It's gonna come to a time where people don't care. You either make it or you don't, and that's it. So in the basketball world, right now, first of all, let's talk about the attitude. Whenever a coach talks to you, you always look for the attitude. You never sit in the back row in a session and try to get in the front row in the class. Everything that has rows to it, always be in the front, never be in the back. When coaches talk to you, like I said, always look them in the eye. Shake their hand. If you're not playing, instead of sulking and complaining, go to the coach and say, Coach, what do I need to do to start playing more? Hopefully they'll tell you the truth of how you play them. But you know what that teaches you? How to communicate with the coach. We got young guys that we deal with, not on our team, but at professional levels in general, where they don't want to talk to a coach. They don't look us in the eye. Right away, we don't want to deal with them. Any level, college, what have you, they don't want to deal with it. You want to talk to people that look you in the eye. If you're talking to me and I'm not looking you in the eye, that's pretty disrespectful to you, right? Right? Everybody does that. So you always got to put yourself in the position of the other person. Don't always blame it on your coach. If you're not looking at the coach in the eye and he gets pissed at you, he gets upset with you, think about this. If you were talking to somebody and they weren't looking you in the eye, how'd you feel about it? You feel pretty mad about it, I guarantee you. It's not always about you. You always got to put yourself in that other person's position. All right, so let's go to the next one. Always be early. Never be on time. Always be early. Practice starts at 3, and there's nothing really going on from 2:30 to 3. Get there at 2:30. Get your stuff done. Get some shots up. Work. Just be a gym rat. Everybody wants a gym rat. Every coach wants a gym rat. Even if they're not in town with the other group, they want somebody that loves to be in the gym. Always be early. Try to stay late. Be a good teammate. All right? If you have a problem with somebody, go to that person and say, hey, what's the issue? Why am I not playing? What can I do to get myself better? You always want to know, but you need to be able to communicate with other people. As far as the basketball supply, at this age, everybody's about the same. Some guys are taller than others, but there's not a lot of 6